Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. Here we are just south of Narshe, and we're going to go head back down there. We have not been there since the whole world fell apart, that kind of crap. So let's go check that out. Alright? Looks like they've survived pretty well. I mean, the continent was all ripped up, but their town seems to have survived. Before I go in here, though, I'm going to run off to the left. Remember that secret entrance that we had escaped from a long time ago? Oh, we're going to get into a fight. Did not expect that out here. Nope. Red Wolf, huh? What the hell is that? There we go. Now, there's a secret entrance that we had escaped from the beginning of the game. We're going to head back in there. This, I think, isn't really a necessary thing. We don't actually have to do this. Just like we don't have to do a lot of the things that we do in the last leg of the game. Mag Rider, what the hell? Kill it with fire! Kill it with ice! Oh, it took itself out. Now, not every dungeon or whatever that we walk into in this, after we get the airship, is necessary. But, you know, it's nice to seek out the things you didn't really have to do. It's not like you're really even going to be aware of what you have to do and what you don't have to do at this point in the game, if you're just playing through, like, unassisted, or if you haven't done it before. So, I mean, like, you look at a cave. Do I have to go in that cave? I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But you gotta try it anyway, because if it was something that you didn't have to go into, I mean, all you're gonna do is waste a little bit of time, or you'll see something in the game that you wouldn't have otherwise. But if there was something that you had to do, and you didn't do it, then you can't complete the game. These guys look a lot like the, These guys look a lot like the, little dudes with the knives that we've seen in the later games. It says to be something about the translation of this game. Word is that the translation, I don't speak or read Japanese or anything, but from what I've been able to tell, from what other people have written and what other people have said, it was the translation in this game was not really top par. At least it was considered to be really acceptable by the standards. And there were some obvious differences. Some characters' names got changed. But the big deal that they were probably thinking about was that parts of the storyline got changed in little ways. And that led to a lot of displeasure with Square over how the game got translated. Which, of course, the translation was done by an American guy. And you'd think that would make more sense, have a native speaker of the language go and translate it, because that usually makes more sense. But the end result was what happened with Final Fantasy VII, which was a very poorly translated game. I mean, it probably got their original storyline through a lot clearer, but it was left with a lot of bizarre, like, bad grammar, improper word usage, bad punctuation, all that kind of stuff. Which eventually led to the later games in the series going back to people translating who were native speakers of the language, but having them do a much better job. Hey, look, it's Mog. Okay, we picked up Mog as another party member, and he will, I'm pretty sure Mog always was a not a temporary, but an optional party member in this game. Wasn't someone you had to go and find and bring in your party. Although you always get the option, it's not something you had to absolutely do. So it wasn't really necessary for us to find him in the first place, or for us to find him after the end of the world. Now let's head back down to Narshe and move on with the storyline. Now, if let's see, I can't see the list of party members that we have already found, but I am pretty sure we have found everybody that we previously had in our party, except for Locke. He is still missing. Now, Locke isn't a particularly useful character in combat, but he is one of the more fleshed out characters as far as the storyline goes. So I'm gonna... Where is it? Too many battles. It's driving me nuts. I got into a battle, and then 4 steps later I got into another fight. Okay, we've made it back to the front of the town. And give me a sec, I gotta take care of something. Okay, I'm back. I had to go and rest up the characters because I ran out of MP while I was in there. It's only a Moogle, huh? Well, we already found the Moogle. It was Mog. And there's a treasure chest that only a thief could pick. No, we don't have Locke in our party anymore. He was on only thief. So we can't really do anything about that. But we can go on in and check the area out. Because there is something else we can do here. Now, one of the things that did bother me a whole lot about when I was making this episode, and it's something that's been bugging me pretty much the whole series, was back in this point in the series, I'm talking about the Final Fantasy series as a whole, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all of that. A lot of the earlier games, in order to increase the length of the game, and I guess they really didn't know any better because, or it was catering to a different market or something like that, they made the games a lot longer. Like, you ask people how long this game is, and they'll say something like 30 or 40 hours or something like that. But it's not really 30 or 40 hours. It's 30 or 40 hours, yes, but it's only that long because you spent an enormous amount of time in repetitive battles that, it's not like the later games in the series were much better at this, but they did handle it a little bit better. Let me through. Does this look familiar? There's a dragon flying around here, but I'm not going to fight it yet. Way too many random battles. Save point. Also, good place for a tent. Boom. Okay, and this is where we fought Kefka before, where he attacked us, trying to steal this Esper. Maybe Terra's a little more able to deal with its power now. Or not. Okay, time for a fight. Nice. Wrong Blitz input. No damage. Nice. Incorrect blitz input? Seriously, that's how we're gonna do this? Miss. Everything's gonna be a miss, huh? Just deal some powerful fire damage. There we go, look at that damage. It's crazy. And this was the Esper that we fought in the beginning of the game, actually. And that, maybe, like, every time we've encountered this thing so far, it has not turned out good for us. So maybe we can, do something a little bit better about that. If one of your characters gets frozen, just cast fire on them, and that will thaw them out. About time. Some nice damage. Boom. Thaw that guy out. Yeah, we won. Boom. That was easy. Tell me we didn't kill it. Well, we have to kill it to get its power, don't we? Got another Magicite. Shritosh. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, sure, this seems like a good idea.